All right, good morning, parents. So today we're going to be on day 12. Day 12. So the problem we're going to be working on is to solve and to share. And the students are required to do question 5, 6, and 7. And towards the end, I will go back over this again on this is praying questions 5 and 6 because there isn't any directions there. So you guys know what to do. So let's begin. Today is Tuesday, April the 7th, 2020, and we're on day 12. Once again, today is Tuesday, April the 7th, 2020, and we're on day 12. So today we're going to continue talking about measurements, and like I mentioned earlier, we're doing the solve and the share from day 12. And once again, it's this problem here, day 12. So as you can see, my problem matches yours. I drew a shoe and a pencil, which are still the two objects on your sheet of paper. So let's begin. How can you find out whether the shoe or the pencil is longer without putting them next to each other? What can you use? Circle the longer object and explain how you found out. So I'm going to read it one more time. How can you find out whether the shoe or the pencil is longer without putting them next to each other? What can you use? Circle the object, the longer object, and explain how you found out. So I'm going to break this question down so we can better understand it. So how can you find out whether the shoe or the pencil is longer without putting them next to each other? So that means I'll have to find some type of object to use to measure the length of these two objects. It don't matter what it is. Like yesterday I used a pencil. Today I can use paper clips. I can use a screen. I can use a pen. I can use anything that will help me measure these two objects. So say, what can you use? So I'm going to use a piece of rope. As you can see, a piece of rope. And how I'm going to use this piece of rope is I will put the rope at the beginning of each object and determine is the object longer or shorter than the rope. So here, as I put the rope underneath the shoe, I notice that the shoe is shorter than the rope. So I'm going to write myself some detailed note because I don't want to forget what I did, okay? So I'm going to put shoe shorter than the rope. So then I'm going to take that same piece of rope and I'm going to put it underneath the pencil. I start at the beginning, and now I see that the pencil is longer than the rope. So now I will put pencil is longer than the rope. So now I go back to my detailed notes. I see that the shoe is shorter than the rope, but the pencil is longer than the rope. So based on that observation, which object is longer? And if you need to go back and do it again, you can. So I'm going to go back and do it again to make sure that I know what my correct answer is. So once again, I know that the shoe is shorter than the rope, yet my pencil is longer than the rope. So which object is the longest? During this time, parents, you'll pause the video and you will ask your child, which object is longer? And I would hold a question here. Which object is longer? And they will circle which object they think is longer for the solve and the share. Okay? So, if the students follow the steps that I did and understood the problem, they will know that the correct answer is the pencil. The pencil is the longer object because it was longer than the rope, and the shoe was shorter than the rope. So that means that the pencil was longer than the rope, which means it was the longer object. Right? So now I will hold up question 5 and 6 and explain to you. So, practice problem number 5. You're going to determine which object is longer in question 5. So is the book longer than the toothpaste, or is the toothpaste longer than the book? Question 6, you're going to determine is the toothpaste longer than the stapler, or is the stapler longer than the toothpaste? And then question 7 says, use the pictures of the objects in items 5 and 6 to fill in the blank. It says the book is longer than the blank. The toothpaste is longer than the blank. So the book is blank than the stapler. And once again, that is day 12. And I will show the poster one more time so you guys can see what the answer is. And another thing, parents, what you can do too, if your child don't understand it, they can go back and highlight keywords. So it said, how can you find out whether the shoe of the pencil is longer? So we know that we're trying to figure out which one is longer without putting them next to each other. So what can you use? Circle, we're going to circle the longer object and explain how you found out. So we explained our answer because we put that the shoe was shorter than this rope, and then for the pencil we put that the pencil is longer than the rope. So that was explaining our answer. We knew that the pencil was longer because the pencil actually passed the rope. Compared to the shoe, it was shorter than the rope. But it's always helpful to underline keywords in the passage, so your child will understand, like, what are we actually looking for. So we know that we're looking for the longer object, but you didn't want to put them next to each other. You want to use another object to compare the two, and that's why we use the rope. Once again, you have any questions, you can reach out to me or your teacher, and they can further assist you if you need help with this, okay? Thank you.